Now you can have my ugly mug back again because it's just motorway now. So I just wanted to talk about the vlogging aspect and what works, what didn't work. To be honest, at first I didn't think the viewing figures, well they don't, the viewing figures do not justify the amount of work that went into it. Monologues like this would get 200 to 300 or 300 to 500 views, which is lovely, very flattering that even more than one person would be interested in this rubbish that I'm spouting. So that's very flattering. One of my biggest inspirations in vlogging is a motorcycle vlogger called Baron von Grumble, and he's a really good chap, very funny, and all he did was put a helmet cam on, and on his commute to work, I mean, some of the filtering he does in London makes me go whoo, but he gives a very witty, funny commentary. I liked his trip down into France. It's a bit more adult rated than what I do, because that's another thing I want to go into. I have some followers under the age of 18 who it's nice, I think, to inspire the younger people. But he can upload a vlog now, bang, 60,000 views, and it's just a monologue like this. Okay, there's some fantastic riding maybe going on as well. There might not be, but as a experiment, a couple of years ago I did a couple of motorcycle videos myself with the Thruxton. One of them, you might see it on my channel, is where I changed the clocks and the ignition on the bike. So it's very model specific. It only applies to... Shut up, woman. It only applies to the Triumph Thruxton, and it's only for one kit that's made in the United States by a one-man band, D9, really good guy. And I filmed a 15-minute how-to on how to change the clocks and put this thingy on and move the ignition and all that. So very model specific, very job specific. 22,000 views so far. I don't get it. I would have said 2,000 at the very most. I would have expected more like 200. 22,000? I really don't get it. Caravanning is not a big hitter. We think it is because it's our passion, and you also are inclined to compare it to the automotive market because the sums of money involved are roughly the same. So a new car, an average new car, will now cost you £20,000–25,000. An average new caravan will cost you £20,000–25,000. And you think the two industries will be on the same par? No way. Absolutely no way. So that's interesting. If you want to be a famous vlogger, you need to pick a subject that's going to be popular. Caravanning, and the other thing I'm passionate about, Scottish Gaelic. You're not going to get a huge amount of views doing either of those. But you know what they say, something I believe in, which is do what you enjoy doing. The rest comes naturally. Baron von Grumble, he did a really good interview on 44 Teeth, and he was just doing what he enjoyed doing. He didn't have an agenda, and then it became quite a big thing. He's now a motorcycle journalist, which is kind of the opposite direction that I've gone in with this. I started off as a journalist, I've ended up not. So there you go. So that's, yeah, just a bit about the vlogging. What worked with the ScotVlogs? Some things surprised me, some things didn't surprise me. The most popular ones have been involving the Calmac ferries, and I guess that's a lot of people searching for their holidays, and just people like me. I like ferries. I'm a ferry enthusiast. I'll hold my hands up. like train enthusiasts. I think train videos do quite well. So I'm going to be concentrating a bit more on the ferries this year. The sites, some of the site looky rounds went okay. Then there's other things like the floods in Loch Ranza, which was quite a dramatic vlog, with the floods coming up and towing the caravan through the floods and all the water coming up. I didn't really do much at all. Obviously I've called it the wrong thing, given it the wrong tags. What else? What else has done well? What's not done well? So anyway, that's roughly that. But another reason I'm continuing this year with the vlogs is because of all the wonderful, fantastic, lovely support from all the lovely people who've taken the trouble to message me, tweet me, leave a kind comment, blah blah blah. Thank you very much. It really has made a huge difference, more than I think people might realise, and refreshingly for a series that's, you know, is hitting 70 videos and each one's had an average of 500 views. It's for 35,000 views in total, and out of all that, I can count on one hand the amount of nasty comments I've had. There was some idiot who criticised my Gaelic, so when I replied to him in Gaelic, he couldn't understand it. So yeah, he really knew what he was talking about. Someone took umbrage to the fact, to a very honest report, that when I got kicked out of an establishment that was run by his friends, because I had the dog, he was sticking up for them, and what I forgot to add was that we had checked the website, and the website had said nothing about no dogs. There was no sign that said nothing about no dogs. The local village people there, they thought the place did take dogs, but they didn't. We got kicked out, and he didn't like that. Okay. And the funniest one really was when I did the motorbike trip through the Isle of Arran, and I sped it up. So because the pitch changed with the speeding up, I did a 25-30 minute journey, and I sped it up to 5 minutes or 4 minutes, so like that, and the pitch was. Somebody thought I had actually ridden at 250 miles an hour up the Isle of Arran. Oh crikey! So even the negatives have actually been quite funny, really. There you go. Anyway, I'm sure this has gone on long enough. This is going to take ages for me to edit all the waffle out. So, thank you for watching. Children again soon.
Speed camera.
Shut up, woman! Oh, for the next exciting episode of ScotVlog. Ting!